Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Sunday Savers. Today is going to be discussing what cards we need to save for Team of the Year. Team of the Year came out January 6th last year, so we can expect it to be around the same time. And I did some diving on what we did last year, what we had to save, what it cost, and we need to get ready for this because it's going to be expensive if they do it the same way. And guys, we need to save more than we think, and we need to save a lot more than we think. So let's get into it. I hope you do enjoy it. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the sub button and notification bell down below so you don't miss anything in the future. But let's talk about what we need to save to keep everything as cheap as possible and what we need to hoard to build as many collectibles as possible for Team of the Year. Let's get into it. Hope you do enjoy it. But first of all, the best place to sit for this is going to be the auction house so we can just run over and look at prices and see everything. The highest exchange we could turn in last year for Team of the Year was indeed an 89. So I'm going to say let's hold our 89s that we get, but don't buy any 89s, because with the slow progression we've had this year, I don't think they're going to give us an 89 set. Now, with that being said, you can hold your 89s. They're probably in your lineup right now anyways, for sure. And if they're in Team of the Year set, you got them. But last year, it was 189, guys, for 3 collectibles. It's going to be expensive. And remember, you needed like 40 collectibles with the X Factor to get one, I think it was. So we have to be prepared for this. So 189 gets you 3 collectibles. That was last year. Now, I don't know if that's going to be a thing this year. We'll have to wait and see if 89s make it. But 88s are going to be in a good ballpark of cards to save. But what are 89s? 160,000, 139, 134,000. So 134,000 you can get an 89 for. That is it's like 45,000 a collectible, a little over 45,000 a collectible. So that's rather expensive, guys, and it's something that you want to be prepared for. Now the next one down is 82s, and they were 2 collectibles plus a pack for an 82. And 82s are 62k right now. So that would be that'd be 31k a piece, which is already cheaper than the 89s. So 82s, I think, will definitely be in the set. Save every single piece of 82 you can get and try to get them as cheap as possible. So you can get them at 62, 60. There's one for 60. That's not bad. 60k, that's 30 a piece. Now, remember, we're talking about saving rewards, right? We're talking about saving what you get. I would not be going out and buying these just yet. Between now and January 6th, 88s are going to come down in price. 87s are going to come down in price. 86s are going to come down in price. So from here to January, I'd be holding what you get and trying to get as much of it as possible. And then when we come into like December 25th, guys, when people are getting the game, playing the game, ripping packs and selling everything they got, days like that are going to be really good for you to get after it and buy them, because December 25th is like a week before Team of the Year is in the area of dropping, and cards will be cheap because everyone will be buying them. But this is 30k a collectible. Something just got listed. It was 60k, so it is what it is. 87s are still mostly some of the highest cards in the game, as that's where our MSPs are at right now. 87s were 1 for 2 last year with no pack. So the 88s were 1 for 2 with a pack. The 87s were 1 for 2 with no pack, which made them just as valuable as the 88s, but a little cheaper. So 87s are definitely the ones you want to be holding, which for us, thankfully, Claude Giroux's an 87, and they just gave us a Celebrity 87 for free. I talked about that in the video yesterday, in the event video. Go get your free 87 Celebrity player and then hold them. Put them in your lineup if they fit, and then hold them until Team of the Year and exchange them for some collectibles. Thank you, EA, for the free collectibles. And also, in that video, I talked about how to get all 3 of them for free. It's going to take some time. So you get 1 for free, 0 times 0 money, and then you get another one, and then you get another 2 for free, but it's going to take time. Much like the Claude Giroux. So with the Claude Giroux and the 2 Celebrities, you got 4 87s right there that you can use towards Team of the Year. So go get those, guys. Go get those. And then 86s was a straight up 1 for 1. Now 86s right now are 14k, so that's 14k a piece, and you can get them cheaper on Fridays at 5, pack days at 5, stuff like that. So 86s were a 1 for 1, and getting these as cheap as possible. If you can get them down to 10k, anytime you can get an 86 for 10k, get on it and save it for Team of the Year, and it'll definitely help you. Where it drops off, and this is what I wanted to bring up, is the 85s. 85s last year were 2 85s for 1 collectible. So you would need to get them to match the 86 price at 14K. You would need to get them at 7,000, which you can't get them at 7,000. Right now they're 10,000, 11,000. They're just starting to break into that 9,500 threshold, but that's still too expensive when you need 2 of them to get 1. That's why, yes, you start saving your 84 pluses, but the 84s and 85s, you're going to need more cards than you get for collectibles. So you got to keep that in mind when you're saving. Don't think, hey, I got 17 81s. I'm going to get 17 Team of the Year collectibles. So don't be sitting there thinking I got 17 84s. I'm going to get 17 Team of the Year collectibles, because those 17 84s are going to get you like 5 Team of the Year collectibles, and then the 85s are going to be 2 for 1. So if you have 10 85s, again, you're looking at 5 collectibles. It's going to be an expensive event, but it's okay. That's why we're talking about it now, and we're getting into it now, because this gives you 6 sets of rewards before Team of the Year comes out. That's why we got to talk about it now, because now you got 6 weeks of rewards. You have 6 weeks of squad battles, 6 weeks of champs, 6 weeks of rivals rewards, and then 6 weeks if you wanted to of hut rush and getting packs out of moments. But guys, but also an important thing when it comes to your champs, now might be the time to drift away from power-up collectibles. Yes, power-up collectibles are the most important currency in this game for doing anything. But if you want to maximize for Team of the Year, which you don't need anything to level up, like once you get a Team of the Year player, it's a set it and forget it player for the rest of the season. You need cards, not collectibles. So it's time to put the collectibles on the back burner and get on the cards. Yes, you are going to need collectibles to power up X factors. So that is, again, a tricky subject to deal with, but it's where you want to be, right? What do you want to do? How do you want to handle it? And we don't even know how many X factors are getting Team of the Years. Like Vince Dunn could get one, but he might not. And then we got Heiskanen, Carlson, Draisaitl. What if he gets one? McKinnon. What if he gets one? So there might be four out of the 6 that don't have X factors. So you might be building up power up collectibles, and they might not be going into it. So get packs, get players. Get players, guys. You need players. And I can't stress that enough. Start saving everything. That is Team of the Year preparation, guys. I hope you did enjoy this episode of Sunday Savers, and get saving, get hoarding, do what you can to prepare, because 6 weeks from now, you're going to be sitting there looking at these sets and you're going to go, I wish I had to save these cards instead of building them into power of collectibles and instead of selling everything to try to get the 88 MSPs that came out in December. Forget everything. Play with the team you got now, play with the pulls you get, but forget everything that comes out from here until Team of the Year, and just focus on hoarding everything you get to build as many of those cards as you get. It's one of the best events of the year, guys, and you don't want to miss it. Thank you for watching. Till next time, ciao, ciao.